Hey guys, it's FuzionTimmy here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different, and I have a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello guys, it's me, Toka. You might know me as one of those cool people you know from Dragon Ball Z and Pixelmon videos. Yep.
I wouldn't say cool, but he is a person from these particular videos. If you've seen them on the channel, this is Toka. He has returned. Toka, what are we going to be doing
I have
today?
come back.
What are we going to be doing
We're gonna be we're gonna be rating our best mods that we have, I don't know, so far. So we're gonna see which is good, which is bad, and yeah, we're gonna have a good debate.
It's time to discuss what anime mods are best. What belongs where on the tier list? Now, if there's something I missed, please let me know. I'm sure that there is, because there's a ton of these mods. And there's some that I just haven't tried yet, and I have no knowledge. So, I think there's a solo leveling mod. It's not really complete, but I am not going to rank that one yet because I've never personally played it, and I know nothing about it. But I got the majority here, so this is what we're going to go through. Yeah, I guess let's just get started. This is just a different type of video than 100 Days, and I just want to see how it would do. First off, how about we start off with a simple one? Dragon Block C. If you see right now, it actually only has 1.4 million on CurseForge, but I think the reason for that is they have their own website, and that's where most people download the mod. It's actually one of the most popular Minecraft mods of all. I'd argue it's more popular than JJK by a lot. Obviously it's gonna be less than Pixelmon, but other than that, there's really no competition. So I think Dragon Ball C, yes. I don't know exactly how long it's been out, but it's been out for a long time, and the developer ended up passing away.
It's been out almost ever since Minecraft came out, maybe. It's been out for a long time, ever since Minecraft version of 1.4.
And I gotta admit, the mod really does not have many issues at all. It's pretty solid. I mean, they got the key moves, they got different builds, different races, different forms. It's a really flexible mod, and there's really not a whole lot of complaints. The only complaint I could ever make is, oh, there's this new thing that just came out that's not in the game. But we can't help that. I think the developers are probably done updating the mod. But for where they stopped and from what had came out at that point, everything's perfect. I don't think there's really any issues. Can you think of any issues?
No, not at all, to be honest.
Not just the characters and stuff. They also have stuff in the world. They have different bosses. They have different trainers. They have all these structures you can go to. You can go meet King Kai in the other world. It's a fleshed out world that actually feels like you're in Dragon Ball. There's dinosaurs. There's the Rocky biome. I think this, for me, is an absolute S tier. I wish all the anime mods were this good, because
this is really definitely S tier.
This you can play for a long time and have no problems. So I think easy S tier, right? We agree on that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You probably haven't seen the Shield Hero mod, so I think I'll cover this. It's a very small mod. You can see it only has about 1,000 downloads right now. The Shield Hero mod is essentially, quite literally, 3 shields, and that's it. There's a couple items from the anime, that's it. Now, in my video of the Shield Hero mod, I tried to add more shields and make it its own thing. But if I'm being honest, other than the fact it looks like the shield from Shield Hero, it is nothing like Shield Hero. There's no UI, there's no menu, there's no monsters, there's no Raftalia. It's not Shield Hero. It's just the shield.
So it's just a utility mod.
Bro, it's quite literally just a reskin of the shield. So I gotta be honest, it's a D tier. Now, if they end up updating it, if they update it and make it better, it could go higher. But right now, it just sucks. I gotta be honest, it's literally just a reskin. And I tried to make an interesting video with it, and I think it was pretty good. But it's probably one of the weaker videos that I've made because the mod was weak. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, that's quite understandable.
Speaking of weak mods, Tokyo Ghoul. Now, it's not the worst, don't get me wrong. Tokyo Ghoul's mod does have some decent stuff about it. I would say, it does have the different abilities that you can use. There is mobs, but there's no structures at all, and even the leveling system is pretty butchered. The way you get stronger is by, basically crafting your abilities. And that's not horrible, but there's not a leveling system. Yeah, it's stuff you wear, and that's it. It's essentially equipping a piece of armor that gives you higher stats. It's not bad, but I am going to be honest, it's probably a C.
Compared to Shield Hero, yeah, C, yeah. Compared to Shield Hero, at least it did some job done.
I think next we'll go ahead and go for another big one. How about we talk about Pixelmon? I think this is just speaks for itself, right? Like, it's Pixelmon, bro.
Yep.
It's
It has
Pixelmon.
everything. World generation, Pokemon. It has everything. Like, there's no arguing. There's no competition. Like,
It's
I'm not sure.
Pixelmon. Like,
I mean, do you have any opinions?
bro, I love Dragon Ball, but if we're ranking it like this, I feel like Pixelmon is better than Dragon Ball because it just has so much more. And like people
It
take
pretty much cooked.
Pixelmon and they make their own Pixelmon mod packs. There's a whole thing called Cobblemon that's basically just redoing Pixelmon. It's Pokemon in Minecraft, okay? And it's done really well. The world's nice. There's just so much. It's Pixelmon, okay? It has 17 million downloads just on CurseForge alone. Like, yeah. It's that mod. It's very popular.
I can agree. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Next, we'll probably go ahead and discuss the Chainsaw Man mod. Chainsaw Man is a pretty good mod. It's better than Tokyo Ghoul. It's probably going to be a B tier for me because Chainsaw Man, while it does have a lot of great qualities, like the anime is great, and the mod actually does have a pretty good system. You can use your abilities. There's stuff in the world. Not much, but there is stuff in the world.
Okay.
There's a lot of NPCs that you can fight. And I think you could probably play this with your friends, but you could probably beat it all.
That's a lot more effort put into it. Nice.
Definitely. That's why it has a lot more downloads. It's more of a full-fledged mod, but it's still just... It needs a lot more before you can really consider, like, truly playing it with your friends or thinking of a long-term mod. I could beat this pretty quickly, and I just don't think it has enough yet. Maybe eventually it'll be more, but it's getting better. It's not bad. It's just okay, and that's exactly why it's in the B tier. Okay.
Alright.
One Punch Man mod. Now, this is a tricky one for me, okay? This is kind of like a mix between C and D tier. It's not a reskin, but essentially this is...
Do you just like one punch people and that's it?
No. Actually, it's pretty much like a mod where you get stronger over time. The more you fight stuff or die or take anything you do, essentially, you get a point that you can put into your stats. And over time, you can make yourself
it's pretty much like Dragon Ball C, but a bit downgraded.
Yeah, and there's like it's literally just like upgrading your punch strength. And eventually you can do a crap ton of damage. And there is like a serious punch ability that you can use that does a lot. So, I mean, technically you could become strong enough with the One Punch Man mod where you could one-shot the Ender Dragon. But it would take ages, and it's not... There's no NPCs for One Punch Man. Okay, there is a couple. I'm lying. There is a couple. But it's just, there's no structures. It's decent. But I do think it's worse than the Tokyo Ghoul mod. Like, they're similar, but Tokyo Ghoul is definitely better. Although One Punch Man has more downloads, it's definitely not as good as Tokyo Ghoul. With that being said, we'll now go ahead and talk about the Naruto mod. This is one that, I'm gonna be honest, I think it belongs in the A tier. And there's one reason it's not in S tier. So, the Naruto mod. If you've ever seen it, it's a lot like Dragon Ball, where it has a lot to do, has a lot of NPCs, a lot of stuff that spawns out in the world. It's one of the best anime mods. But it has a problem, and that problem is I can't seem to find the original anywhere. It's like they took it down everywhere, and people keep trying to make these remade versions, and they're just not fully fleshed out. Like, let's say you want to do Taijutsu, which is essentially Rock Lee. That might be in one mod, but you have to basically find different things in different mods. In one mod, you might be able to become a tailed beast like a Chichuriki, but you can't do literally anything else. Like, you can't do Taijutsu, you can't do Rasengan, something like that. But then you go to another mod, and they don't have tailed beasts, but they have Taijutsu and stuff. It's like, basically, there's no perfect Naruto anime mod. There used to be, but I can't find a download for it anywhere. Pretty sure the owner completely delisted it, and it's impossible to find, essentially. So the actual original Naruto anime mod was an S tier, but I'm going to put this in an A tier because there's no perfect Naruto anime mod out right now, and until there is, it's just kind of you can do something cool with it, but it's very specific, so I'm going to put it at A.
So it's like a lot of Naruto mods like mashed together into one mod or something?
No, I'm basically saying, like, you can only get certain things with certain mods. Like, they're all Naruto anime mods. They're very similar. But, like, for some reason, some will have things that the others don't. So, quite literally, like, let's say I'm making a video. I want to be Naruto. I have to choose the Naruto mod. The one that would be good for Naruto. If I want to play as Sasuke, I might have to choose a different version of the Naruto mod. But the thing is there's no perfect mod that has everything. They're all very similar, but for some reason they're not combined. Like if you just combined all of those, they'd be a perfect Naruto anime mod. But they're not combined. It's so annoying. So it's like, that's what holds it back for me. Plus, like, the quest system's gone. I can't find any that still have the quest system that used to be in the game. And that's just because the original has been taken down. So, if the original was there, it'd be an S tier, but I'm gonna put it A tier because there is versions out there that are pretty decent, but it's just really annoying and really hard to get situated. Okay, now we have Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm gonna be honest, S tier. S tier, 100%. And I have my reasoning.
As far as I know, it's pretty cool.
It is basically, I wouldn't say it's as good as Dragon Ball XC, because Dragon Ball C's just been out a lot longer, but it is really, really solid. Like, it's up there, top 3 mods for sure. It hasn't even been out that long, but it's been amazing. All the abilities work out really well. They got all these different characters that you can choose from, like Sukuna, Gojo, Yuta, you name it. Even some of the more niche characters, they're in there, and you can become them and play different ways each time. There's tons of NPCs, there's structures, albeit not many structures, but that's not the point of it. It's like, they have the finger system, so if you get 20 fingers, you could be like 20 finger Sukuna. Like,
oh, right.
It's just, it really feels like the anime, because you can be like Megami and summon Maharaga. Like, there's so many things you can do, and so many different ways you can play.
Wow.
It's really well done. It really is, and there's not a whole lot of bugs.
Is there a mission system in the mod?
Sorta. There's an achievement system, but there's not like a quest system. So it's not really at that point yet. But yeah, I would say it's still up here though. Absolutely amazing.
All right, no problem.
And it's one of my favorite. It's like one of my favorites to make a video on. Like absolutely. Now we have Sword Art Online. This one is tricky for a reason. Sword Art Online doesn't actually have like a full mod that just makes it feel like Sword Art Online. There's multiple mods that you can combine to make a Sword Art Online mod. Essentially, like there's a Sword Art Online UI mod. There's a Sword Art Online weapon mod, armor mod. If you combine all of them, you can make a Sword Art Online mod pack like I did once in the past. Actually, twice in the past. And it was really, really fun. It's just not great. I'm going to put it at C because it's good. If you're doing my mod pack, I would say it's better than One Punch Man. You know, I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier. It's at the top of C.
So Sword Art Online is only better if you add like expansion mods or something to make it like more.
You have to play it in a mod pack because you cannot get a singular mod that just makes it feel like Sword Art Online. Because like,
alright, that makes sense.
So many things. If you do it like in a mod pack sense though, it's definitely C tier just because it's kind of like normal Minecraft, but you just have SAO indicators and stuff, and then you have like a level system. It's not bad. It just could use a lot of work. That's why I say it's probably at the top of C tier.
Right.
Now we'll talk about Attack on Titan. For me, Attack on Titan is another C tier. The reason I say that, where would I put it? I would say it's up here. Attack on Titan mod, there's several and they're all pretty similar. There's no perfect Attack on Titan mod, but all of them are pretty solid, I'd say. There's not a whole lot to do. It's like pretty basic. You get your stuff to swing around with, and I will say the controls are kind of they're not that great in my opinion. Like,
really?
Yeah, like in Roblox they're really good, but I would argue that the controls for Minecraft, they're just decent. They're decent controls, but they're not great.
Was it clanky to use the ODM gear or something?
Sort of. It's not bad, it's just not very great. And it's probably because it's Minecraft, but it's just like some have better movement than others, but then even when they do have good movement, the Titans might suck. Like, usually they don't have bosses. There is a way to get a Titan shifter, like where you can become a Titan, but only in certain mods. It's like, if you were to do a mod pack thing, kind of like SAO, it's pretty decent, but I gotta be honest, in terms of like just playing it and having a good time, you might be to screw around with it for like an hour, but then you're gonna be bored. I do think it's still better than Tokyo Ghoul and Shield Hero and One Punch Man, but it's not as good as Sword Art Online or Chainsaw Man. It isn't. So, I'll put it here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now we do have 4 more. Now the Tensura mod, I've never played it, but I've heard a lot about it. And the only reason I'm not going to give it an S is because I've never played it myself. But I have heard from my friend Fusion Bacon and many other people, it's one of the best anime mods out there, for certain. It might even be S tier, but I don't want to give it S tier when I don't know for certain that it is. I don't know its flaws yet.
How about B tier just in case?
I don't think it's B tier at all. Like, I know it's A
Really?
tier. Yeah, like, for sure, it's a really, really good mod. I don't want people getting mad at me because I didn't put in an S or A. I'm gonna put in A.
Right.
It's probably better than even the Naruto mod. I just don't know if it's S tier, like, you know, Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen level. It's probably close. It might even be up there. You see it has a lot of downloads for a reason. I just don't know myself until I play it, but I'll try and get to that sometime soon. But it does look good. I think there's actually a level system in there. There is NPCs and stuff. It looks pretty solid. It might even be S tier. I just don't know personally. So for now, I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. I think that's actually a really good spot. You guys let me know down in the comments if it is or isn't. But yeah. Now,
as long as it goes along with the multiplayer, sure.
Yeah, it definitely does. Definitely does.
Oh,
from
cool.
what I heard. So it is a good mod. Like, absolutely. It's just, I don't know if it's S tier worthy.
Right.
So now we have 3 left, and we have the Demon Slayer mod. How about I start with that? It's a really popular mod.
Yeah.
You can use all the breathing styles. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the system of how you switch styles. There's like, it'll be like 12 styles, and you have to hit R to switch each style. It's kind of annoying. I'd rather not. Like, if you're playing a Roblox game, you can just click the button for whatever, like, move you might want to use. In Minecraft, you just have to spam R until you finally get to the one you want to be at. So in fights, it's super annoying. It's tedious. Not the best fighting, I'll be honest. Now, looks-wise, it's great. They got all the NPCs. They have a lot of outfits. You know, you can make your character look like an actual Demon Slayer. You'll feel like a Demon Slayer. There is demons in there. There is fights to be had. Not a whole lot of structures, if any structures. I don't think there's any. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's, like, one of my favorites. I think it's a B tier. I'm not gonna lie.
B tier, yeah.
People might not like me for that. This is the Demon Slayer animation mod, I'm pretty sure, so it's probably not even the actual Demon Slayer mod, but just act like it is. I think I just made a mistake there. But even then, I'm gonna put it in a B.
Worries.
I think it's better than Chainsaw Man, but I don't think it's as legendary as Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball, or even the Slime mod. It could be better. I just don't think it's good enough. It's really not. Like, there is a lot of stuff in it, but it needs a lot of work. I feel like it's kind of buggy. It's not that fun to play. Fighting other people's kind of tedious. It's just... It's not bad at all. It's good. I just don't think it's up here with the greats, and that's my own personal opinion. And I feel like I have a lot of right to say that, considering, you know, I'm literally an anime Minecraft YouTuber, and I played all these mods dozens of times. So, 2 left. One Piece and Bleach.
Bleach. Let's go with Bleach.
I just actually played Bleach in my last video, and if you haven't seen it, you should go see it now. Thank you all for getting me to 1,000 likes on that video, by the way. You will be seeing a Bleach Trio video coming out soon. So, the Bleach mod, there's currently a newer one that I haven't tried yet, and I've heard that it's really good, but I'm not going to be ranking that one, because this is the classic one. This is the one that most people have played. This is the one that I've played. Now, the other one, if it is really good, I wouldn't be surprised. But the Bleach mod, okay, here's the thing, right? There is a system for you to be able to get your Zanpakuto, you can use your Shikai, but you cannot use Bankai. Bankai is currently a stat buff, and it's never been updated to really be a transformation, which is kind of disappointing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, another thing is, there is, like, only hollows to fight and, like, a captain. There really isn't any characters from the show walking around. There really isn't a lot of cool structures in the mod. It's kind of lacking a lot.
But you can become them, right? You can become certain characters using their abilities.
Yes, like you can technically become characters from the show if you go certain routes.
So it's kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Yeah, but not nearly as fluid. Like you don't click because in Jujutsu Kaisen essentially you click a character that you want to play as, and it gives you the abilities, and you unlock them over time by doing just quests.
Oh, that's cool.
Up. But in Bleach, you don't do that. In Bleach, you just have to, like, try and become a Soul Reaper or a Quincy or whatever you want to be through a certain means. And then you have to just slowly try and build certain stats to be able to be a certain character. It's kind of tedious because you can't figure out what stats you need or the perfect way to get it. It's not bad. It's just, it needs a lot of fixes. And I would argue it's probably in B tier. As much as I love Bleach, I just don't think it's as good as the Demon Slayer mod. It's better than Chainsaw Man, but I don't think it's as good as the Demon Slayer mod or any of these others. I really like it. It's got a good concept. It just needs more work. It's not like it's not playable. You just have to go through a lot of loopholes to be able to get everything to work. and
Oh, damn.
it's just not as good as like Dragon Ball or Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are same kind of idea, but done better. Like they're way more fluent, way more simple. Where the Bleach mod's just not that streamlined yet. Now the newer one might be great. It might be A tier, but I haven't played that one yet, so I don't know. So
All right, then. Here's my question: Is the One Piece real?
Nah, shut up. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! Can we get much? I'm gonna shut up now. So, there's multiple One Piece mods, but I'm gonna personally talk about the one that I played on the channel. I think it was Mine no Mi, which this obviously doesn't say that, but just act like it does. That's the one I played. Mine no Mi didn't have any NPCs really. I think there is better One Piece mods, so I'm probably going to be harsh on this one. And if you're wondering why, it's because I played Mine no Mi. It's the one that doesn't have as much. So the other ones might be better, once again, but this is just the one I played on the channel, and I want to rank it. So I'm going to rank this one. It's tough, okay? There's fruits, and there is a couple NPCs from One Piece in there. Like, there is stuff you can fight. There isn't really much of a level system or anything. It's kind of like lacking.
In my opinion, you can either put it at C or B at best.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
From your decision.
I think this particular One Piece mod is kind of pitiful. Like, Mine no Mi does not have enough to really be that great. I would say it's better than these for certain, but it's probably not as good as the Sword Art Online mod pack or Chainsaw Man or any of these. I think this is a really good ranking list. What do you think?
Yeah, it pretty much cooked. Yeah, it's pretty good. But the Shield Hero, if the developer actually decides to continue it, I would love to see more of it.
Yeah, same here, because like I could see that going kind of like the slime route, where it's like you have stats that you can incorporate, and it's actually like the show. It feels like you're actually the show hero. Imagine if there was four legendary weapons, and like you could play with your friends, and there's like one person gets the sword, one person gets the bow, and they all have these different stats and abilities they can use. It could have been really fun. There could have been a wave system. Think about it. There could have been waves, but
waves of mobs. That would be pretty cool.
It could be such a fun mod that could be so cool, but it just hasn't been fleshed out yet. So
I wonder how long would you survive in those certain waves. That would be pretty cool.
Guess we'll never know unless they maybe update it. We'll see, or somebody else makes a Shield Hero mod. It's not that hard. Yeah. This is a very basic mod. It's very easy to top, but yeah, I feel like this is pretty much how I feel. So whenever I'm looking at like what videos I would like to make, the ones I think are usually most fun are gonna be Dragon Ball and Jujutsu Kaisen, absolutely. And sometimes I like to switch it up and maybe do Bleach or Demon Slayer, Naruto. Like, I switch it up and I do these certain mods, but I gotta be honest, a lot of them just need to be fleshed out more. These, like Dragon Ball and Jujutsu Kaisen, are perfect. They are just so streamlined that I can just hop right in, start playing, and not run into many issues at all. And it makes for a great video, a great experience, and I can play it a little different each time. Something like Sword Art Online, you have to pretty much create your own experience. Like, you have to combine a bunch of different mods to make it work properly. Bleach is a great mod, but at the same time, it needs more work. It needs to be more streamlined. If they made these systems that they already have just smoother and more easy to comprehend, I feel like it could be a lot better. It could have been A or S tier. It just needs more work.
I think for the Sword Art Online mod, you can definitely make a great civilization video, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
like, just like in the anime, it has a lot of people. They all have one lives.
Toka, you're spoiling my future plans, man.
Oh, damn. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
If you guys made it to the end of the video, you guys just got a sneak peek of what's coming up in the future, because we plan to do Sword Art Online civilization and most likely a Jujutsu Kaisen civilization. Things that really haven't been done yet. Now, we might do some others eventually, but I feel like those two in particular. Dragon Ball would also be kind of interesting, but it could be a little chaotic, and that's why I'd have to kind of set it up a certain way. But I have plans. Like, if I was to do Dragon Ball, I'd have specific people with certain potentials. Like, I'd have one legendary Super Saiyan out of 100 people. I'd have one person be a god of destruction, one person be an angel, that kind of thing. Like, I would set up stuff to where certain people are certain ways. There might be one Majin Buu, that kind of deal. Now, and then there would be like a lot of other people that are just flat out Saiyans or humans or whatever. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen would be kind of the same way. There would be one Yuto, one Sukuna, there would be all these different big powerhouses, but then you'd have a lot of people that are just basic people. They can get strong, but they're not going to have those like special abilities or domain expansions. You get
Oh
the
damn.
idea.
Okay.
But we'll get to
Alright,
that
alright.
eventually. I don't want to spoil too much. But I think this is a really good tier list. I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I think this is a solid tier list. Toka, you agree, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If you guys want to see more of these, just please let us know if we missed anything.
Yeah, maybe we could do something else like best races in Dragon Ball XC or something. I don't know. I mean, that's probably not good enough for a video, but you get the idea. If you have a video idea that we could rank, let us know. I think these are really fun. And we could probably do some really funny ones. I could see it going some funny routes. So get creative. Let me know in the comment section down below. Go subscribe to TokaVT. He uploaded his first video recently. It was Dragon Ball related. You'd probably love it. And just go support his channel. I'll leave it in the description in the comment section below. Anything else you'd like to say?
Nothing more. Just subscribe to FuzionTimmy. He'll be uploading videos constantly as much as he will. And just,
Yes,
you know, show the guy some love, you know? He does all the work. Just all he needs is a little bit of support.
Yeah, man, I've been doing everything. I got an editor coming soon, but so far it's all been me. So hopefully that'll make things a little easier for me. But yeah, I'm trying to do a bunch of videos that aren't just 100 days. So expect a lot of videos like this. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And if you do, expect more. I'm going to try all kinds of different things to entertain you guys. It entertains me too because it's a nice change of pace. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been FuzionTimmy and
TokaVT.
signing out.